Hello, folks. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Tyson. I'm here with my lovely and talented wife, Marta. As always, the creator of How to Be a Better Restaurant Customer and the inspiring author of her upcoming book.
How to be a better restaurant customer.
Welcome. How's everything going? Good.
Good. I
Okay.
mean, I'm not like weird, but Tyson likes to mess with me and then like press record immediately after messing with me. So I'm not insane. My husband just likes to tease me.
You guys can take a vote on that if you want to. It's a poll on her website.
No.
Poll that on there.
Is Marta insane?
Yeah, more traffic. What's the name of this blog we'll be talking about?
It's called Smart Money Knows When It's Time to Suggest Mickey D's.
Woo, smart money. Everybody loves smart money. I
Right.
love smart money.
Right.
I love all money.
Money.
So,
So, yeah. No.
but okay, well, let's talk about it.
Well, basically, this is about when like groups of people. This is predominantly teenagers, although every now and then you'll have adults that do this. And they come in groups, um, 4, 6, and they don't. And one person at best orders food. One or two people order food. The rest of the people don't, but they all came to the restaurant. Um, like an example, at my restaurant, lots of times we'll get groups of teenage boys.
Mhm.
4 to 6 teenage boys. They probably range in age from, let's say, 15 to 19. And like I said, there's this group of them, and they come in. They're loud and noisy.
Mm.
They sit down. One person orders a burger and fries.
Okay.
The rest of them are just like, I don't want anything. Oh, bring me some water. And the bread, bring the bread. The bread, we need the bread. For the whole course of the time that they're there,
Mm.
they devour bread like it's like the first thing they've eaten in months, and just repeatedly add more bread, get more bread, we need more bread, more bread, more bread. They, guzzle the water, and then the one burger and fries come, and they all share it.
Wow. One
Then
burger and fries between 6 guys.
6 guys. I mean, let's not forget all the bread they had though.
Yeah.
And then they leave. Not only do they not leave a tip, I mean they'll leave like it'll be a $9 check, and they'll leave like $7 in change, and no tip. And half the time, one of them will have the audacity to leave like his number on a napkin or something. Like a 30-year-old waitress is really trying to get a 15-year-old's number.
Right.
You're a hot waitress. Call me.
You got 30-year-old waitresses at your job?
Well, I'm a 30-year-old waitress at my
Not 30.
job.
Hey, you 18.
Actually, I'll be 34 in September, so clean living and God, it keeps you young.
That'll do it. The Holy Ghost.
Yeah. But it's just it's ridiculous, and it's like it's a big it's a problem for everybody, because it's not just a problem for me as the individual waitress. They're loud. They act like a pack of wolves.
Mm.
So the rest of the customers are have to deal with that. They take up like 2 tables,
Mm.
and like I said, their bill for 6 guys is $9.
Wow.
And this is where I'm at with that. For $9, you guys could have all got a McDouble at McDonald's.
Mm.
Nobody would have expected you to leave a tip, and I don't think they care as much how you act either at
You have some
McDonald's.
change to spare.
Right.
Candy or
Some
something.
candy, some fries, a beverage. I don't understand the mentality of why they even want to do that. Because I know that when I was a teenager, I would have been embarrassed.
Right. Yeah. I never went to restaurants to eat. I mean, unless it's a date or something like that, but not me and my friends.
Yeah.
We went to Coney Island. That was the
Right.
hangout.
That you, and because you could afford it, you know what I'm saying? Why would you go somewhere that you couldn't afford to eat? And then they're clearly hungry because, like I said, I mean, they demolished, 14 pieces of bread amongst the 6 of them. So
Mm.
clearly they were hungry. Um, it makes me upset, too. I mean, I hate to put this out there, but I mean, to a degree, I blame parents
Mm.
because these are teenagers, and I'm like, so clearly nobody taught them how to eat out at restaurants,
Right.
because there's just some etiquette that they're missing.
Mm.
And, as a parent, it's not too late, because when my book comes out, you can buy my book for your kids and teach them how to be a better restaurant customer that way.
Hey.
So,
Whatever works.
yeah.
However you get it done, just get it done.
Yeah, so. And I
All
mean,
right.
I don't understand though. it's a mentality that, like I said, I didn't have as a teenager. You didn't have as a teenager. You know, it just seems like you'd be embarrassed.
Yeah. Nowadays the kids just don't care.
I guess not. You know,
So
so it's
that's
like
a whole nother post, folks.
right. The kids today, and and all the other things surrounding that. But I just think that, like I said, that until you can afford to purchase a meal at a restaurant, and to leave an appropriate tip, then you shouldn't go to restaurants. You know, and people, I think people get upset about that. You know, when we say things like that. Well, if you can't afford to eat, um, it can't afford all of the pricing that goes along with going out to eat, then don't go out to eat. But here's the thing, Tyson and I these days rarely go out to eat at
Right,
all.
or order carry out if that's the case.
Right.
No reason to come in.
Right. I mean, as soon as this book blows up and I'm like, a best-selling author, I mean, we're going to eat out, daily, maybe 5 times a day. But right now, no, I'm just kidding. But I mean, right now, I'm a waitress and I rarely go out to eat. And why is that? It's not even so much that we want to be able to afford everything that goes with it. So it's not even so much, maybe we could afford to buy meals, but could we afford a appropriate tip? Or just that kind of a thing.
Right.
I mean, so we're not going to do that unless we feel like it's in our budget. When we do go out to eat, then we do it right. I mean, Tyson, is an extremely extravagant tipper. I mean, I'm a server, and sometimes I'm like, really? Wow, that's like a 40% tip there. But he doesn't want to go out unless he can do that.
Right, right.
So, and I'm not saying that everyone out there has to tip 40%. I'm not saying that I expect a group of 16-year-old boys to tip that much. But, there's kind of a basic level. They're not leaving anything.
Right. And they don't think they need to or have to.
Right. But they're running me around more than my customers that are actually going to leave me good tips.
Right.
My customers that are leaving me good tips are not running me back for 30 million refills on free bread. So.
Well, that's a good point.
Something to think about. And another thing, again, like I said, the 30-year-old waitress, or even the 25-year-old waitress, or even probably the 21-year-old waitress, doesn't want
what about
your
you, the 18-year-old waitress?
exactly doesn't want your 16-year-old phone number. They just don't. Period. But if anyone's ever gonna want your number, they're not gonna want it if you're like cheap, if you're like that kind of guy.
Right.
So that's another hint. And I'm not going to say that girls don't do this. I have to say, usually in these posts I tell you what the predominant demographic is. And I hate to say this, but this is teenage boys predominantly. We do have large mixed groups of kids that come in, girls and guys, but this is the predominantly teenage male thing to do.
I would think the only difference is when the girls come in, they just hate you. They treat you terrible.
Yeah, and then they don't tip.
Right.
They send you all over the place for stupid stuff, and I don't know that they see on TV or they heard their mom say, "Let me get a wedge of lemon."
Right.
Whatever. You're 14. You don't
right.
need a wedge of lemon for your water. So.
Well, that about wraps it up.
I think it does.
Okay. Well, as always, it was lovely talking to you.
It was lovely talking to you too.
All right, folks. Stay tuned to the next time. God bless you.
God bless you. Bye.